Hi friends, welcome to Series 3 Tech News. It's been a while making long videos because I was busy with explaining the for loop examples, if conditions, switch block conditions. I have made shorts actually, so where I have provided 9 pattern program solutions with explanation and how to write if block, if block, if else if else block, switch block, for loops, while loop, all those stuff whatever we learned till now I have made the programs and explained in the shorts, so that's why it was delayed. Today we will be learning about what is method, what exactly the method is, and what are all we can write inside the method. Public class, just remember this is a public class, so it is a keywords. Don't worry, I'll explain in future classes. And what is method is the class name that we can write reasonable name. The naming convention should be every word first letter should be capital letter. Here what is the word, the first letter is capital letter. Is the word, first letter is capital letter. Method is the word, first letter is capital letter. This you need to follow. And public static void, let it be. I'll explain in a short. Main is the method name. Name can be anything, but for now main is required because it will be start execution this particular main method only with the string array arguments. This is just a variable and input to this particular method I'll explain in subsequent classes. So inside this method what are all we can write? So this is method open, from open curly brace to closed curly brace is the method. Inside this method what are all we can write? So we can declare a variables and we can declare a scanner object as well for reading input from user. We can initialize the variables, we can directly initialize or we can take user input as well. So here I am taking user input and then printing usage of if else blocks. This is a static text that I'm printing it in the console. Here I am checking condition. If condition is true, it will execute this. If condition is false, it will go here and another condition is there, it will verifying this condition as well. If it is true, it will come here and execute. If it is false, it will come here and it will execute here. And here I am printing usage of switch blocks. So we can also write switch blocks inside this method where we can write expressions, but for now I have written the variable name. So if this variable is equal to 10, then it will print this and it just break. Here break is something that comes out of this particular switch block. If a is not 10, it will verify 5. If it is a equal to 5, then it will execute this particular statement and then it will break. If a is not 10 and not 5, then it will go to the default session and it will execute here. Then I am printing usage of loops. Here I have written for loop. That means inside this method, we can also write for loop where initialization session initialize 0 and I am looping till less than a value and incrementing one by one. If I double equal to 5, I am just continuing. That means continue is a keyword that just skip the current iteration and go to the next iteration. If say double equal to 10, then it just breaks. Here break means come out of this for loop block. And if these conditions are not true, then it will go here and it will print the numbers. And I have also written while loop. While loop also we can write inside this particular method a less than or equal to 10. Till 10 it will be printing the values of a and incrementing one by one for every loop. And then I am printing usage of ternary operator. Ternary operator is single line conditional operator that we can say. If this condition is true, then after question mark the first statement it will be executing. If condition is false, it will execute after colon. There is a colon that divides if block and else block. We can only write single statement here, we cannot write multiple statements. If and all you want to write multiple statements, you need to use if else blocks. I am storing it in str variable and I am printing it. So all these we can write inside single method. That means everything what we discussed now so far. Let's execute this. So you can see it is waiting. That means it is waiting for user to enter the value in the sc.next int. Let's enter 8. Enter. Yeah, what it printed? It printed this usage of if else blocks. Perfect. And then it is verifying this condition. Is a greater than 10? The 8 is not greater than 10, false, and it is coming here else block. Else if is a double equal to 10, that means it is also not double equal to 10. It will come here else block and it prints this a is lesser than 10. Perfect. And then it is printing usage of switch blocks. Here you can see usage of switch blocks. and then switch a. Here a value is 8. First it will verify a double equal to 10 or not. It is not. Then it will verify a double equal to 5 or not. It is not. Then it will go to the default session and it executes. A is not 10 and not 5. So executing default code that you can see here. And then it is printing usage of loops. In single method we can write loops as well. Here I started with 0 and ended with a minus 1. Actually I less than a condition, and if I double equal to 5 I am just continuing. That means it should not print 5 value here. So it printed 0 perfect, 1 perfect, 2 perfect, 3 perfect, 4 perfect. When it come to 5, I double equal to 5 is true, so continue. That means don't execute this iteration. It go to the next iteration, that is I plus plus 6. So it printed 6, it printed 7 perfect. And then a less than or equal to 10, that means 8 less than or equal to 10, true. It is going to print a as 8 and then incremented one value. So a is 9, incremented 1, a is 10. And then usage of ternary operator it printed, and here it is checking a double equal to 10, false. So false it will take. A is not 10, printing in ternary operator. So a is not 10, printing in ternary operator. That means it gets stored in str, and here I am printing str. Hope you understand what exactly the method and everything that we can write inside this particular method. If you still have any concerns or if it is not understandable, please make a comment so I will clear your doubts. Thanks for watching.